Okay, students, today's class is what is software engineering, types of software, and application and system software. What's the difference between this software? Well, this chapter is their own content is the first content is introduction of software engineering, definition of software engineering, types of software engineering, and the others. So what's the definition of software engineering? Software engineering is the establishment and the use of sound engineering principles in order to obtain economic software that reliable and works efficiently on a real machine. So the software engineering means the establishment and use of what? Sound engineering. So the principle and in order to obtain the economic software and reliable and for efficiently on real machines. It is the other definition is what? The aim is what? The production of quality software. That software is delivered on time and within the budget and satisfied by its requirements. So software are divided into two. This is application software and system software. So system software contains of what? The operating system, device driver, and language translating system. The other type is what? The application software. These are what? It contains Notepad, Oracle, SQL Server, Microsoft Office, and the others. So software is what? The structured set of activities required to develop a system software. Software differs from organization to organization. It effectively software process make developers to usually systematically based technical and managerial practice to successfully completed projects. So there are many difficulties in enhancing or completing software process. The first difficulty is what? Not enough files. For completing software, the time is minimum. The other difficulties is what? Lack of language or minimum requirements of language or motivation and insufficient of commitment or motivation. These all are what? The difficulties of enhancing or for completing successful software. For the other software in software processing, there is the description for processing software. The first description is what? Products. The second one is what? Roles, and the third one is pre and post condition. What's the product means? There are what? The outcome or the output of process activities. Roles means where the reflecting the responsibilities of people involving in what? In the process. The third description is what? Pre and post condition, which the pre and post condition means what? The statement is true before and after processing for completing software process. So software is what? Three descriptions. In software role, there is evolving software process with categories, description, original, waterfall, and eggs. The first category is what? Project successful. The description is what? Completed on the time and project with all feature and function as specified. The original in 1994 for 60%. The second category is what? Project challenge, and the third one Empire. These are what? Their description, waterfall, origin, and egg. So in software there is three areas in software engineering. These three areas is what? Software reusing, software re-engineering, and software retooling. The first area is what? Software reuse. Software reuse means the process of creating new software system from existing software system. Reuse has an enormous impact on product. So the second three R's are re-engineering. Re-engineering is what? The goal is to understand the existing software or specification, design, implementation, and then the re-implement it to improve what? The system's functionality, performance, and implementation. There are four re-engineering objectives. The first objective is what? Preparation for functional enhancement. The second one is improving maintainability. The third one is what? Migration and improving reliability. This is what? The four re-engineering objectives. The objectives of what? Re-engineering. Preparation for functional enhancement, improving maintainability, migration, and what? Improving reliability is what? The four objectives of re-engineering. The other is what? The paradigm of the re-engineering, including the following steps. The first step is what? Inventory analysis. Inventory analysis is what? Creating prototyped list of what? Programs. The second step is what? Document restructuring, upgrading documentation to reflect the current working of what? A program. The third step is what? Code restricting, recording select portions of a program to reduce what? Complexity. Read the code for future change and improving understandability. For the next step is what? Data restructuring. Redesigning what? Data structure to better accommodate current need, redesign, and the algorithms that manipulate what? The data structure. So these are what? The steps to engineering redesign. The other is what? The next step is what? Revise what? Engineering, and the last one is what? Forward engineering. Where revise engineering means examining software internal, how system has been what? Constructed. Forwarding means using information obtained from reverse engineering, reviewed the application using modern software engineering practice and principle. So the third R's or tools is what? Retooling. Retooling means what? To achieve the first two R's, that means reusing and re-engineering. We need to start a new generation of software tools. So tool for next 10 years will address all aspects of method landscape, but they should emphasize reuse and re-engineering. So today's class is enough to this topic. If you have any question, welcome. If there's no question, thank you for attention.